So after being to the Founders Heritage Park, we picked up a brand new game. Was it? Ludo. Where is it? Ludo. There it is. And so it's the best of 3. Is that right?
Yep. Loser buys the ice creams.
The loser buys the ice creams. And the score so far is?
Robert 1, Nicola 0.
Right.
We're not bothered by this.
No, of course not.
No.
Here we go. We'll let you know how it goes. And the winner is...
Robert buys the ice creams.
Well, we got to Nelson and something unexpected. The Chev decided to play up. But yeah, it was just sort of holding back. And when you go to take off, and sometimes it feels like it wants to die altogether. So we put a call out on Facebook, and Jared from Autofocus answered our call, so we shot around to see him. So as a result, we headed virtually across the road to the automobile museum that they've got down here in Nelson. So we went to go and check it out. And we've come to the Nelson Car Museum. So we're going to have a cup of coffee there and have a look around. Elvis boat tail. Oh, Morris Crowley. Look at this, beautiful. And this here, if I back off a bit, this here is actually a Humber. Now this looks like a Renault to me, going by the front. Is it? Yes, it is. I'm pretty sure this will be a Renault too. Yes, it is. Very distinctive with their bonnets. Wow, this looks amazing. There we go, the Buick. Gosh. These cars, absolutely amazing. Or Chrysler. Buick 51. Here's a Plymouth. Ah, Studebaker. Can't mistake those. Here's another one. Ah, now that is an Oldsmobile, I think. And by that, yes. And that's a Cadillac. Thunderbird. Quite amazing. Amazing Chrysler. Now there'd only be one car that would have something to do with an arrow, an emblem like that, and that would be the Pierce arrow, which is 1936. Here's an Oldsmobile, Pontiac, and a great Ford Coupe, yours for $575. And here we have a Chev four-door sedan, and it's got a price of $1,492, so $49. And here we have the Buick 39 Buick, 925 when it came out. Ford V8 sedan 1938 with 725 on it. This is about 1930 Auburn, 1936 I think. Yes, 36. Now this one here is a Hudson. Look at the colour scheme on the Hudson. It's 57. And of course the old Packard police car. And of course you can't mistake the Plymouth. Very popular, these ones. Plymouth Fury, 1959 model. And the DeLorean. Can't go to a car collection without seeing a DeLorean. Quite unique. Look at that beast in the corner. Some stretched limos here as well. And that's the Excalibur. This is a 1988 model. Quite interesting, going back to the old styling of this vehicle. And if we come over here, here is what looks like a Packard. About a 39 Packard. Is it 39? No, sorry, 33 Packard. Our Lincoln Continental. Now this is the Chevy Corsa, and this is the one that they had, if I remember rightly, the story with the fires or something went wrong with them. Yeah. A 1926 Packard. And over here we have a 1930 Cadillac. The ever popular Ford Mustang. And a 1979 Oldsmobile. This one's a 1929 Cadillac. It's the Phantom. Now here we have a Citroen. Now if you have a look at the back wheel on the Citroen, I'll try and zoom in so you can have a closer look. You'll notice that it has a centre nut. instead of a whole lot of nuts around the wheel. Now if you have a look at the V8 supercar racing, that is what they actually use today on supercars. Very similar setup, the centre nut, and where the hole is in the middle, it actually has a locating pin on the rattle gun that they use for the motor racing, which actually goes in that little tiny little hole in the centre. So Citroen, well ahead of V8 supercars. Zephyr Zodiac, Mark III Zephyr Zodiac, 1964. And here we have, looks like it could be, it's a Mark III Zephyr. That's a Zephyr 6. They did make a Zephyr 4 as well. And here we have the Voxel Vx 490, which is on the Victor 101 body styling. But this is the more up spec one. Has leather bucket seats and all that sort of drama in it, and has all the extra chrome going down the side. You see the side flashings there. And of course here's the looks like the Voxel Cresta. Yes it is, 65 Voxel Cresta. Couple of minis. Here's the Mini Cooper and the Mini Cooper S. And here's the Austin Princess, based on the 1100 Austin. You can see the extra trays in the back and the leather upholstery and the wood grain dash. Very up spec. And here's a Sunbeam Imp, based on the Hillman Imp body. Here's 64 Princess, and there's also the Wolseley and a Daimler. Here's a strange looking Studebaker Avanti 2, 1982 model. There's a 69 Lotus Cortina, and the little Escort Lotus of 72 was better than the Cortina. Interesting to note. 1946 MG. On our trip down through the South Island, we had problems with the Chev cutting out, and we came across Jared, who's got this business Autofocus. And I'll tell you what, if you live in Nelson and you need a mechanic, see this guy here, because what he's done on this car is absolutely fantastic. It's beautiful, runs better than it's ever run. So thank you, Jared.
Yeah, no problem,
great.
Yeah,
Thanks
no,
very much.
happy to help.
And Jared works on all sorts of vehicles. You have a look around there, and he's got sports cars and just about anything, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, we're not biased at all. Yeah, we have all sorts in here, and you know, keeping cars on the road is our thing and passion. So yeah,
no, that's
all
great.
about it.
Yeah, that's great. And so if we're in Nelson again, we'll certainly look out.
100%. Even if you haven't got an issue, just pull one by.
He's a great guy. He really is. Okay, well thanks a lot, Jared. We'll be able to head off on our trip now with the car in good nick.
Yeah, no problem. And best of luck and safe travels and all. And I mean, have a look through the shop as well if you want.
Yeah, we'll do that. All right. So here's some of the vehicles he's got. Look at this Nash Metropolitan, beautiful car. I don't know why I say it's a beautiful car. I think I know why.
We're biased there, but
yeah, it's brilliant. Yeah, and what do you got in the background there, Jared? You got a hot rod?
There's a rat rod.
Rat rod.
So rat rod, which is a combination of bits and pieces, and so it's got a Ford Courier chassis. and Mopar 318 engine and trans, and a mixture of all sorts of bits and pieces, and yeah, someone's had a bit of fun making it. So we've got the motor out at the moment and just going to do a rebuild on it.
Great.
Yeah, it's pretty different. Yeah, it's a unique machine.
Neat workshop you got here. I see. What's these things over here you got?
This here, Sunbeam Talbot Alpine. So it's a really Sunbeam Alpine. Most people think about the Get Smart car and things like that with the 60s fins and things like that, but this is the early one. So that's my restoration at the moment. So slowly working through it and chipping away a little piece at a time, and it'll get there.
Fine. Can you do full restorations there?
Historically we have done. We're actually without a panel beater, so if there's one listening at the moment, tune on in and come see us. But so we're just finishing this wee Triumph off for our customer. It was panel beated by another company, but we're just going to finish it and get it back on the road for the guy. But yeah, if you look along the walls here, there's all sorts of different cars that have been painted up there, and the E-Type is actually Granddad's car, so he got it painted on the wall like 20 years ago, which is when he picked it up, and it was a real basket case, so he always had that picture and vision in his mind looking down on him, so he finally got there.